women in the pool industry.
A man or a woman, it doesn't matter. We still go through the same daily things and the same daily conversations. I love to design, and when you design, you have to know what you're designing and how to build a pool to design it to make sure it's done properly, it's by code, it makes sense, it's functional. I love seeing the construction process, but I love the finished product and seeing how it comes to life, because the rendering is beautiful, but when it comes to life, it's so much better.
We're on location this week in Austin, Texas, almost downtown.
Very close.
It's getting on to the hot part of the summertime.
Yes, and I feel it.
I do too, man. I might have a little bit of sweat in my mustache today.
Me too.
So we've got to talk about some really cool stuff. Today we want to talk about something that I'm sure is near and dear to your heart. Talk about women in the pool industry.
Love women.
Women are awesome. So you've had the opportunity to be in this industry for several years now, but in several different capacities. Let's talk about what your experience has been, how you think you bring value, the things that sometimes your trained eye as a woman and your innate, gifts and talents and capabilities bring that are special, right? So we want to give a shout out to all the gals out there that are working in our industry and doing great things. And we happen to have one of them here with us today, so we wanted to talk about it with you. Give us a little bit about a little bit of your journey, how you got into the industry, the things that you've done, and what you're doing now.
Yeah, if you would have asked me 15 years ago if I was going to be a pool sales woman, I probably would have laughed.
Yeah.
To be honest with you. But how I got into it was there was a company that was a new company. I had done marketing in the past. They wanted a marketing person, and I was trying to get out of the industry that I was in, and so they hired me on. And then as I worked there, I fell in love with the pool business.
Yeah.
I really did. I learned a lot, and my job and the hats that I wore continued to grow.
Yeah.
So I did material selection, permitting, everything in the back end. And I knew that part. I knew what that looked like. And then I also would see the sales people doing their thing and answering their questions when their clients called. So really got a good vision on the back end. And then here I am today in sales and design, and I couldn't be happier. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I love design.
You managed the office too, right? In Central Texas for another pool builder before you came here with us. So you've seen the office side of it as well.
Yep.
So that's really cool to have that much experience in the pool industry. I'll tell you that I haven't worn that many hats in the pool industry. I've worn hats for, in the construction industry, right? Doing different things. But when I came here, it was, I knew the pre-construction, design, build, construction from another, from the commercial side of things.
Right.
But came here and jumped right into design and project management and those kind of things. And so I think it's great. You've actually got to put your hands on a lot of the different parts of what we do here.
Right, right.
What do you feel like? How do you feel like you're at an advantage over a guy like me when you come into a house?
Yeah.
And how do you feel like you're at a disadvantage if you do feel that way when you're now that you're in this role that you're in,
Right.
which is interfacing with clients on the daily, either going to their house, talking to them on the phone before you ever meet them in person, going to their house, sitting with them, designing, signing contracts, closing deals, and then seeing that through to the end of construction. Tell me what they are, the advantages and disadvantages.
So advantages are easy. Happy wife, happy life, right? I mean, the husbands are probably shaking their heads, but I know you agree. At the end of the day, I can really connect with your wife.
Yeah.
We have fun. We can talk about girl stuff and we can talk about this beautiful backyard.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but if my husband came back there, he's not going to have that conversation with you.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of fun, and I do connect with the husbands as well. But as a woman in the industry, I'm going to naturally connect with your wife, right? And so I would say that's an advantage for me. I can really connect with them, and it's fun. And a lot of the times, not always, but the woman is the one with the design. It's she has the idea of what she wants it to look like, and I feel like I can really connect to be able to bring that vision to life. And then usually the husband just says, "I want to be able to see the TV and watch the game." And I said, "Fair enough. I can make that happen."
So I've got personal experience with that. Like I've designed 2 pools now for our family,
Yeah.
and I felt like I had a pretty good idea on the bones, and I have done this, right?
Right.
Kind of, well, not kind of, all the way for a
You
living.
have.
And even with those bones, my wife just has such a great creative eye. She decorates our home, she dresses our kids, right? She does such a great job and did such a fantastic job after I got the bones put together on those
Right.
projects of making changes that I was like, wow, that is fantastic. I think there's people left brain, right
Yes.
brain, males, females with a different type of design eye. But I will tell you, my wife is probably better than I am at the fine details, right?
Sure, sure.
I'm sure you feel that way as well in your
Honestly,
designs.
surprisingly, and my husband is manly, and he is tough, and he's from Texas, but he loves design.
Yeah.
So we kind of go back and forth. So you don't always get that. If it were me and my husband, he's going to have a lot of input on design. So it's not always the case with men, but that's okay. I can work with either or, and we can connect on both. But I would say that's the biggest advantage. But the disadvantage, I would say, is hey, I'm a 5'2" girl that walks in your backyard. I look like I just got off the school bus. Okay.
Okay. I don't know that I agree with that. Maybe not the school bus, but
So a lot of the times, and it's not gonna hurt my feelings, but when
yeah.
I come in a backyard and most of the time they look at me like, "You don't know the difference between propane and natural gas, girl. What are you doing back here?"
Yeah.
And totally fair. But I do. I know a lot, and I've experienced it. I've experienced the mistakes and the really good things and what to do and what not to do. And just like a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. We still go through the same daily things and the same daily conversations and phone calls. So I surprise a lot of men.
Good.
I surprise them, and then we end up having that great time because they're like, "Wow, you actually know what you're talking about." I'm like, "Hey, I can be manly too.
Yeah.
I can come back here."
I think so. We have women that work in all parts of our company. We've got folks in our accounting department. We've got folks in the front of the office, our office manager. We've got superintendent in the field in
Yeah,
the San Antonio
she's the
office. That's a
beast.
female that is absolutely fantastic.
Yes.
We've had several really good lady designers that have done fantastic things. I think if I were to look across the entire team, the folks that really do the best of having clients refer their friends, it's our
The
ladies.
girls.
Yeah.
We like to talk. We
They
like
do
to
such a great
communicate.
job. This is a perfect example. You built a pool next door,
Yeah.
and this is a friend of theirs that they met through you
Yeah.
that then we were able to build this pool for them as well.
Right, right.
Just building those relationships of trust and building that rapport, like
Right.
and getting the opportunity to work then for friends and family and loved ones of our clients. I feel like our ladies do that better than anybody.
Yeah, they do a great job. And don't get me wrong, the guys they're great and they are a challenge to go against, but you'd be surprised how great the women do too. So we have fair game here.
Yeah. So you've had the opportunity to do several different things. What's your favorite? What's the role that you've been in that you've enjoyed the most?
Yeah.
And where do you see yourself, you know, 5, 10 years from now?
Yeah. I over time I love design.
Okay.
I love to design. And when you design, you have to know what you're designing and how to build the pool to design it to make sure it's done properly, it's by code, it makes sense, it's functional. We think about furniture. We think about the table. We think about the chairs. I want a lounger. I want to make sure you can walk in front of your lounger.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's the little details that I really love creating and making sure it's a functional space and just having fun. We just have a lot of fun designing, and we're custom. We don't give you A, B, and C to choose from. We get to actually design your
Yeah.
backyard.
From the very beginning to the very end
Yes.
and all the details in between.
We start with a black screen. There's nothing there.
Yeah.
And we get to create the whole thing, and it is a lot of fun. And so I would say that is my favorite, but my second favorite is the people and building the rapport with my clients,
Yeah.
my homeowners. I get to see the aftermath. I get to see their family enjoying the pool. I get to the text messages of the kids doing swimming lessons or just the dogs jumping in the pool or whatever it may be. They're entertaining, and that's the best part. I love seeing the construction process, but I love the finished product and seeing how it comes to life, because the rendering is beautiful.
Yeah.
It's great. But when it comes to life, it's so much better.
So you, for sure, then you say the design part of it you like the best of all the hats you've worn, marketing and material selections, that
Yep.
part of it, managing an office, and then designing and interfacing with clients. That's your favorite part.
That's my favorite.
So
by
where do you
far.
see yourself in 5, 10 years?
Well, I see being the best designer at Denali, and
Yeah.
I know my colleagues are going to laugh and they're going to be like, yeah, right. Well, come after me. Well, I am, because we have a lot of fun. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. I love all of my colleagues. We're able to learn from each other and learn different ways to design. So we have so much fun. But I would say just really just honing in on my skills and my design and being able to give really, really good options for my clients and just dominating the San Antonio office.
Okay, there it is.
Where I,
Guys in San Antonio, look out. I will say, so you left Austin earlier this year, what, March maybe, to go down to San
yeah, that
Antonio?
sounds right. Yep.
And left Austin at the very top of your game. Like all the other designers were looking up at that, at that mark of Whitney when she left. So you're already
Yeah.
well on your way there.
Yeah.
Doing a great job. You did a great job for us here in the Austin market. Loved having you here, and I know the folks down in San Antonio, they're lucky to have you, and
Yeah, it's been great.
it's just great to have you a part of the team. So
Yeah.
appreciate you giving us an insight, maybe that not everyone has, right? When you see Whitney show up in your backyard, don't discount her. She's the
Don't
expert.
discount me. Yes, I'm the expert. I will show you the things you don't think about.
Cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, thank you for being the expert. Thank you for being a part of a team and giving us maybe a little perspective that us guys don't have.
Yeah, let's go, girls.
All right. Guys, one more episode coming to you. We really appreciate you being here. Whitney is a great guest. We thank her for being here too. If you like what we're bringing to you, go follow us on our socials. Go check us out on Instagram. We got some great videos of pools we've completed. We've got the whole lineup of the podcast. Go check them out. Like, subscribe. Keep coming back for more, because we're going to keep bringing you great content. Thank you.